All of you, please pay attention here. First of all, I'm going to explain to you the basic concept of power sharing. Clear? You have already done democracy detail. In detail, we have done everything about democracy in class 9th, right? And when we talk of power sharing in political science at that time, first of all, the word power should be clear to you. Power means a kind of authority. Is it clear? A kind of authority which a person has. Sometimes when we are talking about persons, we say that the person is very powerful. Is it clear? So powerful means that a person who has authority and can influence the behavior of other people. Clear? Having authority, and in that capacity, that person can influence the behavior of other people. Clear? So that is the basic meaning of the word power, which you should know. And now we are going to read about power sharing. Clear? So first of all, when we talk of democracy, clear? In democracy, we know we have two types: direct democracy and indirect democracy. When we are talking about indirect democracy, it is also called as representative democracy. What is it called as? A representative democracy. Now, these days, most countries of the world which have adopted democracy are practicing indirect democracy, or we can say representative democracy. So India is also, it is one of the largest democracies in the world. Clear? It is one of the largest democracies in the world, and it is a representative democracy. Clear about India? And in the junior classes, you have read that about the various governments. Clear? That we have the government or the union government. You have read union government. Union government means government at the center. Is it clear? So these days, we know that we have Mr. Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister, and he belongs to the BJP party. So at the union level, at the center level, right, which party has the government? That is the BJP, because they had won the elections with clear majority in the Lok Sabha. Clear? Now the second level is of the state government. Is it clear? Now, state government, we all know that Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, all these are the states. In common man's language, we call these as states. Otherwise, अगर हम political science के actual sense में देखें, तो हम country को state कहते हैं. जब हम कहते हैं ना, who's the head of the state? So we don't mean it Punjab or Haryana or Himachal Pradesh. What we mean is the country. So president is the head of the state. Now, what is the difference? These are the, what are these? These are the units of India. But हमने इसको common terminology use करने के लिए हम इनको general reference में states ही कह देते हैं. Then I'll tell you some other day what is the difference between, what is the actual 4 features which a state has, right? Now next, we have the local government. Clear? You all know, you have studied local government, about local government also, that is the municipal corporations and the municipal committees, right? And in India, we have another level, that is the rural or the Panchayati Raj government. Clear? हमारे पास एक rural level भी है. I hope it's not, I'm speaking it. So I can write this side as rule. The panchayats. Now, why I have taught you these in the beginning? Why I have told you? What we are doing is power sharing. Clear? Power I have explained to you. That what do you understand by the word power? Right? Now the second word is sharing. Sharing means, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, I have a chocolate or some other eatable, right? Amongst your friends during recess when you were coming to school, you share with each other. सबने उसको बांट के खा लिया, ठीक है? But यहाँ पर क्या है? Power sharing. Clear? Power is the person who has authority and can influence the behavior of the other person. Now, what we are going to share? We are going to share power. Clear? It means that the concentration of authority. Concentration of authority का क्या मतलब है? अगर सब जो power है, authority है, वो किसी एक के हाथ में है कि it is with more than one people. So power sharing. तो वहां पर शेयरिंग का मतलब है डिवाइड. ठीक है, हम क्या कर रहे हैं? पावर शेयर कर रहे हैं. तो इंडिया, वी आर स्टडीइंग दिस इज इंडिया मॉडल, इंडियन मॉडल ऑफ पावर शेयरिंग. व्हाई आई एम टीचिंग यू दिस इन द बिगिनिंग, देन वी विल कम बैक टू व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो हियर द फर्स्ट लेवल इज द यूनियन गवर्नमेंट, आई टोल्ड यू. देन द सेकंड लेवल इज द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, third is the local, and then next is the rural. तो हमारे पास यहाँ पर इसको हम कहते हैं vertical division of power. V, vertical. From V, because we are coming from up to down. ठीक है, इसको हम कहते हैं vertical division of power. Right? It means power is not concentrated here. ठीक है, हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही गवर्नमेंट नहीं है. हाँ, यूनियन गवर्नमेंट मीन्स फॉर द होल कंट्री. क्लियर? बट देयर इज डेलीगेशन ऑफ पावर. व्हाट इज द वर्ड वी यूज? डेलीगेशन ऑफ पावर. इट मीन्स कि जो हमने सारी अथॉरिटी है वो सिर्फ अपने पास ही नहीं रखी हुई है, हमने few, right, duties, responsibilities and power is delegated. The word is delegated. I'll give you a very common example. When you were coming to school, clear, you had a class teacher, right? Now the class teacher, what she used to do in the beginning of the session, she used to make some students monitor, some students responsible for class passes, some students responsible for notebook collection, and you know, you all were divided into 4 houses. Some students became house captains, some vice captain, and some prefects in the houses. Clear? Similarly in the class, then you had diary checking monitors. ठीक है, अब हमने 4 एग्जाम्पल कर लिए क्लास में. Now if we thought कि the class teacher will keep everything under her, the class teacher has the authority. ठीक है बेटा, right? तो अगर क्लास टीचर कहे कि she will do this, she will do that, no, it's not possible for a single person. क्या होगा? हम रख तो लेंगे, but we will not be able to do justice to our work if work is not delegated. And क्लास में भी क्या होता था? क्लास में if one monitor was there always, हम मॉनिटर की भी रोटेशन करते थे ना, तो you used to feel offended कि मैम तो सिर्फ इसी को ही सिलेक्ट करते हैं हमेशा मॉनिटर के लिए. ठीक है, हमेशा इसी को प्रेफर करते हैं, राइट? सो टीचर यूज्ड टू डिवाइड द ड्यूटीज. क्लियर? उससे क्या होता है? डेलीगेशन ऑफ अथॉरिटी या पावर से क्या होता है? इट हेल्प्स अस टू फंक्शन स्मूथली. ठीक है, जब हम सब बच्चों के पास ड्यूटीज डिवाइडेड होती थी, द चिल्ड्रन ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू फील हैप्पी दैट दे हैव सम रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, सम ड्यूटीज टू परफॉर्म, राइट? सिमिलरली that it was easy for the class teacher to maintain complete discipline in the class and get all the work done efficiently. Okay, so similarly, when we are talking about the union government, it means if the whole authority is controlled by one at one level only, so it will become very difficult for the central government to see the huge country. Clear? So that is why delegation of duty is at the state level also, then further to the local level also, because India is a vast country. Clear? And then at the rural level as well. So when we divide duties, clear, this is vertical division of power. So when we divide duties, it makes the functioning more smooth and easy. Clear? And we are able to function in a much better way. So you know that India has adopted this method of power sharing, and this is called vertical power sharing, and this is convenient because it makes your functioning smooth. Is it clear? I hope it's clear to you. If anyone has any doubt, please put in the chat box. I will clear your doubt side further. We'll do the next part. This is vertical division, right? And now we know that at the union government, what do we have? We have the legislature, clear, executive or executive, and the judiciary. Clear? अब हमने एक डिवीजन की थी वर्टिकल पावर डिवीजन, राइट? Yes, we can say, but we keep them away from the city. There are two levels. One is at the city and the rural. Is it clear? Panchayats. Now, we are talking about another division of power, clear? That is the legislature, executive, and the judiciary, right? Now, this is H. Division on this side. पहले हमने किया vertical division from top to bottom. Clear? Now this is at one level, and we all know that the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, clear, are the three organs. So this is horizontal power division. This is horizontal from the word H, and the formation is also such. Clear? So this is horizontal division of power. And when we talk of judiciary, we know that India has independent and integrated judiciary. Clear? आपने इसका judiciary का भी model किया हुआ है ना? This is the clear. We have the Supreme Court, we have the High Court, and then we have the session courts at the district level as well. और यहाँ पर हमारे पास न्याय पंचायत भी है, ठीक है? कुछ छोटे छोटे केसेस ऐसे हैं जो अथॉरिटी न्याय पंचायत को भी दी गई है. तो ये जो हमारा पिरामिड बनता है जुडिशरी का, इज इट क्लियर? वी हैव integrated and independent judiciary in India, and these are the organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary, and this is called the horizontal division of power. Power sharing. Is it clear? तो जब हम पावर शेयरिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, इट मींस कि जितना हम पावर शेयरिंग किसी भी लेवल पे कर रहे हैं, whether it is amongst the organs of the government or it is at the levels. एक organs हैं जो मैंने पहले बताया था, वो क्या था? Different levels थे. Different levels of the government में हमारी power sharing है. That helps us to function smoothly. हम ये power sharing का जो चैप्टर है वो सबसे पहले आपको ये चीज अंडरस्टैंड होनी चाहिए, व्हाट इज पावर एंड व्हाई पावर शेयरिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट. अदरवाइज योर चैप्टर स्टार्ट्स विद टू एग्जांपल्स. One is of Belgium and one is of Sri Lanka. Clear? So Belgium and Sri Lanka. Today, just listen to me first. Okay, in the notebook, in the book, I will tell you. Just a minute. The next page, that is page number 2 and 3. So this is Belgium and Sri Lanka. We are going to study the example of two countries. Clear? As you know that India is a multilingual, multiracial, belonging to multi-castes, right? We have, that's why we have so many languages, so many religions, so many castes we have in India. Similarly, we are going to read the example of two countries, that is Belgium and Sri Lanka. These countries were also having ethnic diversity. Now, what is ethnic diversity? Diversity का मतलब होता है जैसे हम कहते हैं ना unity in diversity. Very common term which we have been using. Unity in diversity का मतलब है कि हमारी कंट्री में कितनी डाइवर्सिटी, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया, नंबर ऑफ लैंग्वेजेस, कास्ट्स, ग्रुप्स हैं, बट फिर भी हम यूनाइटेड हैं. क्लियर? So similarly, we are talking about ethnic diversity. So now on page number 2, glossary. These terms in political science are very important. So I'm just reading out ethnic, a social division based on shared culture. People belonging to the same ethnic group lives in their common descent. Common descent means that they belong to the same race, right? And because of similarities of physical type or of culture or both, they need not always have the same religion or nationality. Clear? Descent का मतलब होता है कि they are hereditary. Fathers, forefathers, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि जो इंडिया में जनरली जो लोग हैं, they are the descendants of the Aryan race. Clear? You remember in the Nazism chapter in 9th standard, you had read that Hitler wanted that only pure Aryans should survive in Germany. Clear? When you read about Nazism. So ethnic, and here when we talk of Belgium, people belonging to, clear, various communities, language groups were residing. So who were the people? I'll read out on the second paragraph on page number 2. That is the ethnic composition. Ethnic composition means that the people who were living in the society composed of, right? Composition was of the people speaking Dutch, people speaking French, and people speaking German. Clear? Otherwise, Belgium is a very small country. In the beginning, I will read. It is in area. This country is much smaller than Haryana. Okay, so you all know the location of Haryana on the map of India, right? So you know it's a very small state. Small state means area wise, right? So similarly, Belgium is much smaller than the Indian state of Haryana. So we can imagine, and in that people belonging to Dutch, French, and German communities were residing. Now, by taking the example of Belgium and we are Sri Lanka, we are going to study that if power is shared, what will be the result? And if power is not shared, then what will be the result? ठीक है, हमने दो एग्जाम्पल पढ़ने हैं, एक हमने बेल्जियम का एग्जाम्पल पढ़ना है और एक श्रीलंका का एग्जाम्पल पढ़ना है. पहले मैंने आपको सिर्फ इन जनरल पावर शेयरिंग समझाया था कि पावर शेयरिंग का मीनिंग क्या होता है, ठीक है. और इंडिया में जो एट प्रेजेंट मॉडल ऑफ पावर शेयरिंग है वो क्या है, ठीक है, वर्टिकल एंड हॉरिजॉन्टल लेवल्स एंड ऑर्गन्स. क्लियर? पावर शेयरिंग. अब हमने पावर शेयरिंग में हम कह रहे हैं दो एग्जाम्पल करने हैं हमने दो कंट्रीज के, एक हमने करना है बेल्जियम का, दूसरा हमने करना है श्रीलंका का। इसमें हमने क्या करना है, इफ पावर इज शेयर, ठीक है, पावर शेयरिंग होती है, ठीक है, तो उसका क्या रिजल्ट है, एंड इफ पावर इज नॉट शेयर, ठीक है, मैंने आपको बताया था कि अगर पावर इज नॉट शेयर्ड का मतलब है concentration of authority in a single hand or in a single person or organization, ठीक है। जैसे अब मैंने आपको बताया था, अगर सारा पावर यूनियन गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में ही होता, कोई स्टेट गवर्नमेंट नहीं होती, लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स नहीं होती, पंचायत नहीं होती, ठीक है, तो व्हाट कुड हैव बीन द सीन। तो क्या जिस तरह से स्मूथली हम सारा ये इंडिया की इतनी पॉपुलेशन, सच अ हाईली डेंसली पॉपुलेटेड कंट्री है, और इतने इसमें रिलीजन है, लैंग्वेजेस हैं, तो क्या हम इसको आज तक स्मूथली फंक्शन करवा पाते अगर ये ना होता, मींस पावर शेयरिंग वाज नॉट देयर, ठीक है। अब इंडिया में क्या है, पावर शेयरिंग इज देयर, इज इट क्लियर। तो हमने दो एग्जाम्पल करने हैं, बेल्जियम where power sharing was there and Sri Lanka where power sharing was not there. So what was the result? Result का मतलब है then what is the end result if power is not shared? Clear? तो मैंने आपको बेल्जियम का एग्जाम्पल दिया है पहले, that Belgium is a country in Europe, its area wise it is much less as compared to a state in India, and people belonging to Dutch, French and German speaking communities are residing there. Clear? So now we will discuss that what happened in Belgium. क्यों हमने ये क्यों पढ़ना है कि what happened in Belgium? Because we will see किसके कंटेक्स्ट में, पावर शेयरिंग के कंटेक्स्ट में हमने देखा कि एक प्रॉब्लम, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि क्लास में हमने कितने डिफरेंट मॉनिटर्स बना दिए, ठीक है। अगर हम वो डिफरेंट मॉनिटर्स ना बनाते तो क्या हम सारा काम, ठीक है, कलेक्शन ऑफ नोटबुक्स, हैंडलिंग ऑफ पासेस, मेंटेनिंग डिसिप्लिन इन द क्लास, क्लियर, चेकिंग ऑफ डायरीज, सारा कुछ एफिशिएंटली और टाइम पे कर पाते? क्लियर? यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड योरसेल्फ, राइट, कि कितना कंफ्यूजन होता है क्लास में, ठीक है। आप देखो कई बार क्या होता था, जैसे डिसिप्लिन मॉनिटर एब्सेंट है, ठीक है, दैट चाइल्ड हैज नॉट कम इन द क्लास, या डायरी मॉनिटर एब्सेंट है, या आपके नोटबुक कलेक्शन मॉनिटर एब्सेंट है, तो उस दिन काम इफेक्ट होता था ना क्लास में, प्रॉब्लम आती थी ना क्लास में कि मैम टुडे दैट मॉनिटर इज, sometimes when I used to come in the class and inquire, so students used to generally tell कि मैम वो आज वो मॉनिटर नहीं आया, आज हमारा डिसिप्लिन मॉनिटर नहीं आया। क्लियर? सो द रिजल्ट वाज देयर वाज इनडिसिप्लिन इन द क्लास बिकॉज nobody was responsible for that. क्लियर? एक ही हाथ में हमने उसका कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं सोचा, तो इसलिए जब कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ अथॉरिटी एक ही हाथ में आ जाती है, we don't have any substitutes for sharing, और जो मैंने आपके साथ वर्ड यूज किया था, delegation of duties. Clear? That is the word, delegation of duties. तो जो delegation of duties होती है डिपार्टमेंट्स, क्यों इतने सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं? You take the example of your school organization. You have a principal, you have vice principal, you have coordinators, you have a head of the subjects, HODs in charges. Clear? You have a separate accounts department, right? You have a separate transport in charge. Clear? तो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को चलाने के लिए भी, if the principal thinks that she will have the complete authority in her only, right? So it's not possible for the smooth functioning of the school. Clear? The delegation of duties is very important, and each person is then capable of handling a particular smaller area. Overall, the principal is in charge. I told you, overall, the union government is responsible for the country. Is it clear? But by giving delegation or by doing delegation of duties, by giving authority to the states, to the local governments, okay, to the rural governments, what we have done, we have made the functioning smooth, clear, and as a result, there is peace in the society because power is shared, right? So the first example, Belgium, which I have already referred to you, is sharing of power. Clear? So let's read further. The minority French speaking community was relatively rich and powerful. Minority French speaking. ये अब आपको minority और majority का मतलब समझ आना चाहिए. Minority का मतलब मैंने आपको बताया था, when we are talking, that is less in number, numerically less. ठीक है? So what was the problem in Belgium? That the French speaking people were otherwise less in number, right? But they were relatively rich and powerful. But relatively means in comparison to the Germans and Dutch. Relatively का मतलब है यहाँ पर कि in comparison to the Dutch and the German, they were rich and powerful, but they were less in number otherwise, numerically. Okay, minority, that's why they are using the word. This was resented by Dutch-speaking community. Resented का क्या मतलब है? That they did not like it. They saw it as unfavorable. Resent का मतलब गुस्सा दिखाना. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था जब हमने ये वर्ड उसमें हिस्ट्री में भी किया था, रिजेंटमेंट, टू शो योर रिजेंटमेंट. तो उनका जो फ्रेंच पीपल का स्टेटस था ऑफ बीइंग रिच एंड पावरफुल इन कंपैरिजन टू द डच वाज नॉट लाइक्ड बाय द डच पीपल इन बेल्जियम. ओके, Dutch speaking community, he got the benefit of economic development and education much later. तो उनको ये लगता था कि हमारे साथ, किसको? डच कम्युनिटी को लगता था कि हमारे साथ अन्याय हुआ है, because they got the benefits of development and education in Belgium much later than the French community, right? This led to a tension between the Dutch speaking and the French speaking communities. तो एक ही कंट्री के अंदर रहते हुए जब डच कम्युनिटी के मन में ये भावना आ गई, तो डच और फ्रेंच के बीच में जो रिलेशंस थे, they started getting bad, and a time came that when the situation deteriorated further. During the 1950s and the 1960s, ये हम उस टाइम की बात कर रहे हैं, not of present conditions. 1950s and 1960s, the tension between the two communities was more acute in Brussels. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. Acute का मतलब होता है कि ये जो प्रॉब्लम थी, कौन सी प्रॉब्लम? Tension between the French and the Dutch community was more to be seen in Brussels. Clear? Brussels presented a special problem. The Dutch-speaking people constituted a majority in the country, but a minority in the capital. अब Brussels में जो Dutch-speaking लोग थे, अगर हम पूरी बेल्जियम की पॉपुलेशन लेते, तो वो वहां पर मेजॉरिटी में थे, बट ब्रसल्स में जो डच स्पीकिंग कम्युनिटी थी, that was less in number, and that's why it was considered minority. मैंने आपको उस दिन सिख माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी एंड मेजॉरिटी करके सारा क्लियर किया था कि क्यों हम किसी कम्युनिटी को माइनॉरिटी कहते हैं और मेजॉरिटी कहते हैं. ठीक है? So I hope this thing will be very clear to you, right? So let us compare this to a situation in another country, that is Sri Lanka, an island nation, right? So this next I will teach you now tomorrow. For today, this much is sufficient. Please, if you have the books with you,